Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. So today I'm going to be tacking up and riding Lucy, our dressage horse. I'm not really too sure what we're going to do today. There's a few things we're going to work on, so I'll talk it through anyway as I'm riding. But yeah, let's get her tacked up and in the arena.
So Lucy's one of our easiest to tack up because she just stands there because she's just so good, and I just pop her dressage saddle on with her dressage leathers and her dressage girth. These are different to your conventional multi-purpose or your sort of cross-country types. So then it's time to pop her bridle on. For some reason today Lucy just didn't feel like opening her mouth, so it took us a little while.
Open mouth.
And then I just do up her nose band, her throat lash, and then Lucy also wears a flash because she tends to cross her jaw and take hold of the bit. So to avoid that and to avoid being taken off with, she wears a flash. So then it's time to jump on board and sort my girth out. So initially our warm up with Lucy is just trying to get her thinking forward. She tends to start very stiff and very shuffly. She's got quite a short stride, so we want to try and encourage her to lengthen that. Just relax because she gets very uptight initially when she's ridden. So we want her to relax, put her head down, encourage through the seat for her to put her head down. That's why I have such a long contact. I know in a riding school I'd be told that I've got reins like washing lines, and that is very much the case. But this is all part of what we're teaching her. We're teaching her to relax. We're teaching her she doesn't need to take a harsh contact, that I can move forward without having too much of a contact. Obviously because of that she's not working in an outline at this stage, but this does actually mean that it really helps with me with my positioning. I'm not worried about anything else. I'm just sort of focusing on my seat and controlling her through my seat, and then we take up the reins later on. But obviously, as it is a warm-up, we need to get her moving. We need to do lots of trot, lots of transitions, get her listening to my leg, get her listening to aids. Obviously, lots of changing the rein. Basically, just your normal warm-up. Just getting the horse listening, just getting her nice and warmed up before we ask too much of her. So once I think Lucy's sort of listening, she's loosened up a bit, then I'll ask her for canter. We're trying to keep Lucy to just canter for a few strides, nothing too much, nothing too large around the arena at this stage. She's a little bit unbalanced during her canter at the moment, and she's doing what I call motorbiking, so on a corner she leans in a bit too much. So that's something that we're going to work on soon, but at the minute we're focusing mainly on trot work, and then in the next couple of weeks is when we're going to really focus on dressage. So obviously I just repeat what I've done on the other rein, and Lucy generally after you've cantered starts to relax, starts to stretch more, and that is the end of our warm-up. So once we're all warmed up, it's now time to start introducing a few movements. We generally start with leg yield, shoulder in, turn about the forehand. There are all sort of things I'm going to be working on today. Her leg yield she's very strong at, especially on her right rein, which is her better rein. On her left rein she's still very good, but she is right dominant. So what I normally do is leg yield up to the midway point, then ask for shoulder in, and then from shoulder in, because I've done those movements in walk, I'll ask for a forward nice trot. This means that I can use the impulsion I've used in those movements to then push forward up into the next transition. And obviously I change the rein and generally do the same exercise on the other rein. And then later on I'll add a bit more canter in, again just keeping it short and sweet. I don't want her to get too carried away, and then that means that it frees up our trot a lot more. I can start taking a little bit more of a contact now, asking for a bit more of a natural outline. Lucy is one of those horses that will overbend and over exaggerate when you ask for an outline, so what we're trying to do now is get her to sort of lift her head up more, which means that she's not in the strongest outline. But previously in my videos you could see that her head was really low down and she was really stretching her neck and she was overstretching. And then we did a few turnabout the forehands, or what will eventually be turnabout the forehands. These aren't the crispest, she's doing a little bit of a circle here, but we'll get there. She is still in training stages, but she's doing really well. At the minute it's really just about loosening her, and her impulsion isn't great at this time of year. She always has a bit of a lull season about now when it just sort of starts to become autumn. She's always a little bit not off your leg and a little bit of a lazy mare. And then that is it, it's time to walk her off, and she was a really good girl. I really enjoyed riding her today.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so that you get a notification every time I post a video. Also, don't forget to follow me over on my Instagram. I'm going to be doing another giveaway soon on there, so don't miss that. And that is everything. You ready to go back in the field? I'll see you guys soon. Bye.